Hey there, Wayne Jennings here. Yeah, back here, walking behind these trees. You see, today I'm reviewing a new audio system. This is made by Rode, and it's called the Wireless Go. And as you can tell by my little jaunt through the trees back there, it's a great way to record good audio when you're far away from the camera. That's the Rode Wireless Go compact microphone system. The Rode Wireless Go consists of two main components. We have a transmitter that sends your voice and a receiver that receives your voice. Now, the transmitter and the receiver, as you can see, are both very small, very light. They have built-in rechargeable batteries, and there's a little spring-loaded clip on the back of the transmitter. You just clip it onto yourself and you can begin talking. It has a built-in microphone. Now you can plug in an external microphone, but the built-in microphone works great. The receiver, again, just clips on your camera, and it comes with this 3.5mm audio plug. So as long as your camera supports an audio input, this system should work fine for you. This compact wireless microphone system comes with everything you see here. Both the transmitter and the receiver contain a built-in rechargeable battery, which is good for up to 7 hours of usage. These devices operate on the 2.4 gigahertz digital transmission frequency. You get two USB Type-C cables for recharging, a 3.5mm audio cable to connect to your camera, two fur windsocks to help reduce wind noise, a small carry pouch, and a quick start guide. There are two main components to the Wireless Go. We have a transmitter, which sends your voice to a receiver. Now I'm just going to power them both on and show you some of the features here. There's a power button on the top here. You just push it and hold it for 3 seconds, and then that display lights up on the bottom. That's the receiver. On the transmitter, the power switch is on the bottom. Again, just push and hold it for 3 seconds. And then we get these indicators on the top. One shows your battery strength. The other has this little link icon, which means it is linked to the receiver. Now, from the factory, they should be automatically linked, but in the event that they are not, there is a link button on the bottom here, which you can press to link the two units. Now, on the transmitter, there's a little tiny microphone on the top. And you'll notice as I'm speaking now, you see this VU meter moving. That just indicates the level of my voice. And that's being picked up on this microphone. Now you can also plug in an external microphone, which is a very useful feature to have on this little transmitter. So getting back to the receiver, there's a few items on the display. There's a battery indicator for both the transmitter and the receiver. There's a little dimmer icon in the middle. You can make the display bright or dim. And then down here is a little strength meter, which shows how strong the signal is. Right now, of course, it's very strong because the units are very close together. But if this was, further away, that signal would appear smaller and weaker. On the other side here, there's this little triangle icon on the bottom. That's a sensitivity indicator. And on the bottom, we have a dB switch. And by pushing that, you can cycle through from 0, -6, and -12 dB. So it's nice. You can adjust the sensitivity. Now, both these units have internal batteries, and they both have USB charging ports on the side. The Wireless Go system is compatible with a number of different cameras, providing the camera has some kind of a shoe that the receiver can slide into. The camera also has to have a 3.5mm microphone input jack that this cable will then plug into. Most DSLRs have a hot shoe on the top. Just take your receiver here. It's got a spring clip on the back, and it just kind of fits perfectly onto that shoe mount. And then you just make sure there's a microphone input jack. Take that cable, plug it in, and you're all set to go. Not all action cameras have a microphone input jack, but in the case of GoPro, they make this media mod case, which has a microphone input on the back here. The other nice thing about this case, it has a mounting shoe on the top and the side. So again, you just take the receiver here with the spring-loaded clip, slide it into that shoe, then you take that plug and plug it into the microphone input jack. That way, it's off to the side, the top shoe is available if you want to put a light on, and you have easier access to the shutter release button. But for most of my productions, I still prefer using a good old camcorder. Again, we have the spring-loaded clip, which will just slide onto that shoe on the top, like so. Then you find the microphone input jack and plug it in. Now, I can also, if I don't want to mount it on there, if I want to maybe put a light on there, this clip can just go onto the carrying handle, like so, and I'm all set to go. The built-in microphone on top of the transmitter seems to do a pretty good job of recording audio. They do provide you with two of these little windsocks in case it's a windy day, and there's a couple little tabs on the top here. You just got to kind of line them up and it snaps on the top to cut down on the wind. Unfortunately, I find, first of all, it's kind of hard to snap them in place, and they don't seem to be very secure. See how easily that popped off? What I tend to do is use something like this, a clip-on lavalier microphone, which you can plug into this microphone input jack, and then that way you can hide this under your clothing somewhere so there's less chance of picking up distracting wind noise. This little transmitter also works great with my wireless boom mic setup. Basically, I've taken an old monopod, attached a shotgun mic to the top, and then I can just take my transmitter here, again with a little spring-loaded clip, clip it on with an elastic band, plug it in, and now I've got a nice boom mic and it's wireless and I can run around and get great sound.